Hi and welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's me, it's Gaynor, aka G. This is purely a one-off because this is a question and answer video, and I just thought it best if it was face to face rather than just seeing a pair of hands or the lower part of my body. So, I've got a list of questions, so let's start. So the first one is from Jennifer M, and she's asking me how long have I been doing crafting. I would say it's at least 6 years, might be a bit longer, I'm not sure. I've been doing, started off doing jewellery, then I branched out into doing crafts because the jewellery didn't sell that well. So I thought I'd give myself a bit more scope and do crafts as well, see if that could improve things. It has a little bit. So I do craft fairs, well, a little less than I used to do because of obviously YouTube. And I haven't made my fortune, hey ho, but I'll carry on doing it. I do like doing the craft fairs. So the next question is, are you married with children and or pets other than the parrot? Yeah, I've been married for 21 years. I've got a daughter, Jodie, who is 21. Other pets, I have a German Rottweiler. She is called Tizzy. And over here, you see a cage, sorry. 2 guinea pigs. One is called Penny and the other one's called Tuppence. I've had various pets. Big cat lover. I've always had cats from being a kid, but then I've had things like rabbits, budgies, canaries, rats, hamsters, cockatiel, had lovebirds for a short time, but they were extremely noisy because I had about 5 or 6 of them. And at the moment I think my daughter's got a hamster, yeah. She called that Aussie, but he's getting on now, so no doubt she'll get another one. Right, the next question. Would you be willing to do a quick parrot video one day? Not too sure because Charlie isn't the most attractive bird, because his previous owner kept him with another parrot, and I don't think they were happy together, or at least Charlie wasn't, because he's basically plucked the feathers out on his chest and they haven't grown back, but they are growing back slowly, but very slowly. So I don't know, I may or may not do a video. I might do one like with him in the background. You may have heard him, well you will have heard him talking, and possibly swearing, yes. Not taught by myself or my daughter or hubby. Previous owners were to blame for that, so I do apologise if anybody happens to hear him swear. Not my fault. Okay, so the next one is who inspires you? No one in particular, because basically everybody on YouTube inspires me. So whatever channel I watch or projects I watch, I usually want to have a go at what I've been watching. So yeah, no one in particular at all. The next one, do you enjoy YouTubing? Yes and no. I still feel I'm not that good at YouTubing. Well, I get by, and I'm just very slow at getting my confidence with it. But yeah, like I said, I get by. Which YouTube channels do you watch? Too many to name really, but I'll obviously throw out a few. Popsy's Ribbon and Lace, Avril, the Scottish Crafter, Sam, the Crafting Shed Davis, which her channel, Jane, Pearl and Button, Siobhan, Wendy Laurie. Have you watched Wendy's? Oh God, so there's that many. I try and watch as much as I can because I'm subscribed to quite a number of channels. So I do the best I can. Try and keep up to date with what's going on. Deb Hendricks is another. Her sister, Stormzy Imagination Station. I watch her channel. I mean, Peggy, she just cracks me up. I just love watching her channel. Right, so yeah. Next question is, which country do you live in? I'm in the UK, Jennifer. A place probably most of you know, Manchester. Lived here all my life, and I don't think I'll ever move. Oh, I don't know. I'm not. Never say never, they say, don't they? So I don't know if when me and my hubby retire properly in about maybe 4 years, we could retire to the seaside. That'd be nice. But that'll only happen if we win the lottery. If we don't win the lottery, we'll just stay in Manchester. I hope he's not from Manchester. He's from the northeast. We met when he lived in a place called Darlington. But hey ho, that's another story. So yeah, we'll crack on. And the next one, craft haul videos. Yes, I have done some, but I've not done any recently because I'm trying to cut down on my spending, because I need to use the crafts I've accumulated, and also stuff people sent me as well. They need using, so I don't really need to buy more, but I generally end up doing so. But I try not to. But it's a bit of an addiction, you know what I mean? Just spending's an addiction, and spending it on crafts the same. So yeah, I promised myself in January as a New Year's resolution not to spend any more money on crafts, and I broke it. Okay, so that's all of Jennifer's questions. Next one's from Wendy Laurie. What is your favourite crafting project to make? Haven't got any favourites, Wendy. I like making anything and everything. I just enjoy crafting, so there's nothing in particular that I enjoy more than anything else. So then we have the Scottish crafter, Sam's questions. She's asking, what's my favourite paper brand? Well, it has to be B&M because it's the only place I can get papers for the price I do, because like £2.99 a pad and £3.99 for some of the pads is like, well, you know, you can't go wrong. Compared to some of the prices of pads I've seen online, and you know, they're just in my local B&M store, so they're obviously made for B&M. So here's one of the pads. Is it vintage? So that was £3.99, and those in that pad's actually all single sheets. Then the other one, the £2.99 one, they're double-sided. So I've got a wee bit of a collection of those. I try not to keep buying them, but temptation is too much, and I always give in. I always come away with a pad. And also the ones that Poundland stock, they're not bad for the money. Obviously £1, I mean, you can't go wrong. And if any of the papers I don't particularly like or I've got no use for, then they come in handy to gift to someone, which I think I have done to a few of my subscribers. Do I have any other hobbies? No. Crafting is my hobby, and it takes up a fair bit of my time. I would like to do more than I do, but you know, I try and fit everything else into my day. Besides doing crafts, it's obviously I have a home life. I have to sort my pets out. So yeah, that's it. Just crafts is my number one hobby. Next question: do you help your husband on the allotment? No, I don't. I should. In fact, we went down on Friday, the three of us. Jodie wanted to pick some fresh stuff for the tea because she was cooking it, and she was picking things like mint, garlic, strawberries. What else? There was some other herbs that she was. Oh, I think it was spinach. So yeah, we ended up picking those. But I could do with going down, I suppose, more than I do, which is like once in a blue moon. Perhaps when I get my weight under some control, get a bit more off, and hopefully that will improve my mobility, and then I can go down. But at the moment, I mean, he's up at the crack of dawn. He'll be down the allotment for 6 o'clock, if not earlier, at weekends. Obviously that's only in the summer, because in the past we've had the odd barbecue, so it'd be nice to sort of do that as well, have a little barbecue while it's nice. Right, next question is, what is your favourite thing to make? It goes the same for, I think, Wendy's question for favourite project. I don't have a particular favourite thing. As I said about to Wendy, that I just like anything and everything, and that is it really. Right, then the next question was your sausage casserole good? Yes, it was. I do enjoy cooking. I don't really cook, special meals like that. Only at weekend, just for something different. Normally, in the week, it'll be something quick, but I do make an effort at weekend for it's something special, whether it be spaghetti bolognese. Last night I made a chicken and chorizo paella. That went down quite well, so I believe they both enjoyed it, and I can obviously make it again for them. Right, the next question is, what's your favourite craft tool you couldn't live without? I don't have a particular favourite craft tool, but there are a couple of things that I wouldn't live without, and that's, I've got 2 pairs of scissors. I thought I could hear somebody knocking at my door. Now these were my mum's, and they obviously mean a great deal to me, and I'd be gutted if I ever lost these. These are what are they? Dressmaking scissors. My mum used to make men's trousers from like start to finish, and then she also did hairdressing as well. I don't think these are hairdressing scissors. I think they're a bit too small, but yeah, those are my mum's, and I will like treasure them with a lot of other things that I've got off my mum's, bits of jewellery and what have you, earrings, and I wear earrings that belong to my mum. And I've got also a necklace with jewellery on. Right, okay, so those are Sam's questions. Right, so the next one is from Stormzy's Imagination Station. What's my favourite thing to make? Yeah, once again, same with Sam and Wendy. I don't have anything in particular that's a favourite to make. The next question is from Popsy Rhythm and Lace. How did you get into crafting? It was basically after I had an operation on my left leg. The place I was working at decided to make me redundant. I did try to get part-time work to replace that job, but I could never get anything with the hours I wanted, because obviously Jodie at the time was a lot younger and my husband works nights, so I wanted something to fit in with the hours I was working, which was 7 to 11. That was perfect, My hubby used to sort of stay up until 11 and pick me up after work, and then he'd go to bed, and then I would just take over with the rest of the day picking up Jodie, etc. So yeah, I wasn't working, obviously. Couldn't find any work suitable. So I had time on my hands, and I was just flicking through a magazine one day and saw a little advert for a jewellery making kit. So I ordered it and made my first bit of jewellery, and that was it then. It kind of like, I was hooked. So I got more jewellery stuff, and then the rest is history. The next question is, how long have I been crafting? Jennifer asked me that as well. So as I said to Jennifer, I thought roughly about 6 years, maybe more. And then the last question, a little bit more about the famous Charlie. Yeah, what else do we need to tell you about him? We've had him about 3-4 years. Like I say, from a previous owner. He swears terribly, but he's so funny. He's just got a personality all of his own. And sometimes when he talks, it's as though he's human, because you'll be talking about something and he'll actually say something that's appropriate to what you're talking about. And what else did he do? As all parrots do, he whistles a lot, he sings, but when he sings it's nothing audible, you can't make out what he's singing. Does quite a lot of repetitive and annoying noises, but that's parrots for you. We did have a female parrot at one time. We tried to get them to, share the same cage, but I think he was willing, and the female parrot wasn't willing at all. And unfortunately, my female parrot passed away. She got ill, and yeah, quite sad. I just got up one morning and she was on the bottom. We'd been to the vets and paid, I don't know, nearly £100 on getting stuff for her. She'd literally took it the once as soon as we brought it back from the vets. And we thought, hey, well, she's on the road to recovery, but no, fortunately it was too late. So it's just Charlie all by himself. I used to watch videos about Einstein. That's how I got into the idea that I would love to have a parrot, because I was just blown away by Einstein. Although he was taught, to say the things he did on command. And yeah, so not much more I could say about him, I don't think. He's just one of a kind. I wouldn't be without him, because he's yet again, like of somebody else I mentioned, my bird cracks me up. I mean, he's so funny. So he's going to be around for a good few years yet, because when we got him, he was about 3 years old. Not sure what that is in parrot years, but I know they live for around 50 years. So Jodie may end up with him, after I'm not around or Brian's not around. But she'd be up for that because she does love them to bits, as we all do. So yeah. So I think that's my last question. Yeah. So thank you guys for those questions. Hope I haven't gone on too much. If anybody fancies having a go at questions and answers, and give it a shot. Get You can get to know a bit more about somebody, I suppose. So yeah, I'm just making sure I've not missed anything out. So I hope you've enjoyed it. You never know, I might do another one in the future. I might not. I'll be back on because I need to do a not a project share. What do you call it? A little challenge that somebody set me to make an envelope out of the the paper pads that I've shown you, because I made some to send to pen pals. Now there we go. I've just thought of a hobby that I missed out. Pen pals, yes. Started that when I was about 15. Might have been younger. Started writing to a lady in America. We wrote for a number of years. When I got married, kind of lost touch, but I'd looked for her on Facebook about a year or more ago now, and I found her, and we're now back in touch and writing. I don't write as often as I used to do. I used to be quite shit hot, I'd be like, I get a letter, and within a couple of days it's written and it's in the post. Now I could have a letter for weeks, sometimes a month or more. It's bad really, isn't it? But it's just how things are, with YouTube, with family life, and whatever else, other things take priority. And then I recently joined a pen pal website and ended up getting some more pen pals. They'll be thinking they've made a bad choice in wanting me as a pen pal, because at the length of time it takes me to get a letter together. But I do explain that I've got YouTube, etc. So hang on in there and you'll get a letter eventually off me. Yeah, so that was the hobby I missed out. So I've got at least 4 or 5 letters I need to do, as well as the challenge. I'm doing a nocturnal journal, and just sometimes there's not enough hours in the day to fit everything that I want to do. But they will get done at some point. So I'll just say thank you for watching, thank you for your time, and bye for now, folks.